Right, Annette, you wanted to speak.
Hello, yes, everybody, I would. Firstly, I would like to echo Paul Mortby's comments regarding the failure to use the folk hall for meetings. And we were told and assured that September would be what the council would be working towards. And I agree with Paul, we're now in September and we're not in the hall. And I can't see any reason why not, if other councils are actually, and main councils like the Bristol City Council are operating within social distancing rules, wear a mask if they need to. There's no reason why we're still conducting these virtual meetings. And I'd like my concerns recorded in the minutes as well, please. And then going on to item 10.2 on the agenda, there's no report attached in the agenda. Can I ask why not? And then the agenda includes the following wording. And I quote, linking existing powers, for example, Nature Reserve, Seawall, Marina Eastwood, Vale, Village Quarter, close quote. And I stress the word, it says, for example. So nothing specific. So, and what does that mean? It's not specifically mentioning the old Seawall coastal path. Seawall could be relating to the lake grounds. It could be relating to the new Seawall. It could be relating to the old Seawall, but we've got no idea. We've got no report. Now, back in June, as you're well aware, as a town committee, you decided to have a working group. The working group declined to have any members of the residents on that committee. And then in August, we found that the report hadn't been done. And I'm afraid I wasn't too happy with some of the reasons given. And I do accept the ones that I think were valid reasons for the report not being done. But there were ones that were questionable. So we're now in a situation that you said in the previous meeting that you would like that report done by the 21st of August. And then it would go to the full members of the Planning Committee, the Planning Advisory Committee, and then by the 28th of August, the report would be sent to North Somerset Council. And if you also remember, I offered to walk the old Seawall coastal path. I offered to give help, and help was declined. And I don't think this matter is being handled satisfactorily by Portishead Town Council. And I hope it doesn't have a negative effect or impact on the old Seawall coastal path, which is entirely different to the new Seawall or any other footpaths. Now, we haven't got a report. So it now transpires that there was a meeting of the working group on the 24th of August 2020, 3 days after the date arranged at the last meeting that the report should be done. Now, if that was a scheduled meeting, I never received any notification of it, and it would have been an ideal meeting to have residents contributing. I see that the members of the working group have also changed, which is fine, but it would be nice for residents to be notified of that. And of course, the public should be invited to schedule meetings as well. So I'd like to know, please, can you confirm if a report has been sent to North Somerset Council by the closing date? Was that report approved by all members of the Planning Advisory Committee as discussed at the last meeting? Because Councillor Mason, you'll recall that at that meeting, no powers were given to the working group to go it alone and write to North Somerset Council. And may I please have a copy? But I would appreciate some answers tonight. And I don't think what's on the agenda is sufficient. And certainly it's not informative. And it doesn't tell us anything. So I would appreciate some background as to what decision's been made and where the report is, please. That's it.
Do you want me to chip in, Sue? I can't see you. Disappeared.
You might have lost her.
Oh goodness, we have. She's not on the list.
She's just coming back now.
Yeah, sorry about that. We've obviously got problems this end. Holly, were you able to talk about that?
Yeah, so the report was completed on time. I believe it was sent on time to North Somerset Council.
What time was the report completed by? Sorry, you're saying on time. It means nothing to a resident. Dates would be really useful.
as it said on the agenda, the working party met on the 24th of August, and
all other councillors were invited from PAG as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how many attended, may I ask, please? And was this a virtual meeting or a meeting face to face?
It was a virtual meeting, and as it said in the agenda, and Polly I'm sure will concur, it was myself, Janet Davey, Polly Shepperdson and Paddy Standown. But as Polly has just said, all the whole PAG committee were invited.
But they chose not to attend.
And other councillors could have come and taken part as well.
Okay, so
I think what's important about
it was also, of course, put on the website, and members of the public could also take part as well.
Members of the public didn't know about that meeting, so unless they received a link or an email about it, they wouldn't know that meeting was being held. I certainly didn't know about it. Normally we get an email to say there's going to be a meeting, and I certainly didn't get anything. But where is the report? I just want to know why it's not in the minutes, because there's a report for the plan, isn't there? The local plan.
Yeah. Yes, that was attached. It was decided that it would be shortened and put this way, because it was actually quite a large spreadsheet of questions and answers, and Polly put it all together and did a very, very good job of collating it together.
Well, thank you. I don't doubt that, but we haven't got a copy. So is that on the website? Is the report on the website?
So if you'd like a copy, Annette, I'm sure we can arrange.
Well, I'm sure many residents would like a copy. It should go on the website, please. And I'd like a copy emailed to me, please. And I hope lessons have been learned about this particular consultation for the future.
I think the most important thing for us to consider is whether any of your comments around the content of the report and the particular nuances around the seawall and old coastal path, I'd be very happy to make sure that we've reflected your views on that in there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry to have disappeared through part of that.